What is up, my ninjas? Shinobi here, and the most common question that I ever get is, how do I gear up quickly, Shinobi? Please teach me, how do I gear up quickly? So I've answered these things a lot of times on my streams, and I wanted to go ahead and make a video so that way you guys could just watch this and you could learn a little bit about gearing up quickly when you just hit level 70, or maybe you're gearing an alt character or something like that, and you know, pretty much how it all goes down. Because I've been playing Diablo 3 for a long time now, and I really pride myself on making sure that I play as efficiently as possible, gear up characters as quickly as possible, and it is very important. You want to be getting into, you know, doing all the stuff that you want to do, you know, like how many times have you played a character and you're like, oh man, it's just kind of boring right now, it's kind of boring, then you get that 6-piece and you're like, I'm having so much fun, this is awesome. So it's very important, not only for the fun factor, but also if you want to be competitive in the leaderboards, you got to gear up quickly, and you got to gear up efficiently, and you got to know how to target farm for certain items, and you know, we have some new things that we have right now that are very good for helping you do those kind of things. I mean, in the past we've had Kadala, right? You get the blood shards, you pray to RNGesus, and you hope that you get the item that you need, and most of the time you get a bunch of rares and blues and a bunch of shitty items that you really don't care for, and then you call Kadala a couple nasty names, and then you go back to farming once again. However, Kadala has been hit or miss, definitely, in the past, but we do have Canice Cube now. Now, Canice Cube is freaking awesome. One of my favorite, if not my favorite feature, other than the Greater Rifts, that Blizzard has ever implemented to Diablo. It's freaking awesome. I love it. You know, you can do so many different things with it, so many different recipes, so many different, you know, and most of you guys probably know most of this stuff already about how this stuff works and the materials that go into it and everything like that. But I'm going to mainly talk about here is the gearing up aspect and how you can use the Canice Cube to your advantage and how you can gear up very quickly. So let's say you want to gear up an alt character. Now for me, this season, I've been playing my Crusader for my main character. And I've been having a lot of fun with that, but I thought, you know what? One way of farming some DBs very quickly, Death's Breath, or farming some Keystones very quickly would be do like Rifts very fast, like a fast speed build or something like that. And I figured, okay, what class better to do that with than the Monk? So I made an alt Monk. But before I did that, I thought, okay, I'm going to make that Monk eventually, so I'm going to collect some Monk items along the way. So I ended up getting a few set pieces just by farming on my Crusader. I got the Gundo Gear bracers, I got the Spirit Guard bracers, and like I said, I got a few set pieces. And then when I decided that I was going to make the leap to make the Monk, I saved up a bunch of blood shards, spent them on Kadala to get some set pieces, and I was able to, with Kadala and the Canice Cube, get all the set pieces that I needed, and then the next goal was to get the other crucial items that I needed. So let's go ahead and talk about the two main things that we're going to talk about in this video here. Now, keep in mind, this character here has 18 hours playtime. This is a fresh character. And I'll put some footage up on the screen for you, and you can see that I just cleared a tier 61 on this character. Very fresh, very new, very fast, and able to start getting into the game and having fun and doing the things that you want to do. So hopefully these tips will help you out. If they do, hit like on the video, comment down below, and let me know. And if you want to see some more videos like this in the future, also let me know about that. So the two main features you want to go over here are the convert set item and upgrade rare item. These two are my favorite by far. They're awesome, they're really good for targeting items that you need, and very crucial. So the convert set item, if you don't know how it works, you need to put a set item in there, you need to put some DBs in there and some Forgotten Souls. And then what you're going to do is you're going to get another piece. You're going to get a piece of that set. It's going to be a random piece. It can't be ancient, but it's going to be a random piece. So for instance, let's say you decided that I'm going to play an alt monk, and I want to play a monk that plays Ina, you know, the Ina's set. You can see I have a lot of copies of Ina's here, and you're probably thinking, why would you have so many copies of these? Because you can use these in the cube and get the set pieces that you need. It just costs some materials. So like I said, guys, DBs and Keystones, you cannot have enough of those. So, you know, take it once a day, maybe farm for like an hour to get some keystones and some DBs and save them up. The rest of the materials come very easily. I don't even try to farm for veiled crystals. I get them easily. I don't even try to farm for arcane dust. I get it easily, and such and so forth for the rest of them. And I re-roll items constantly, and I'm doing so many different things and testing out different builds and everything. So, you can tell that DBs are the shortest amount that I have of these materials because they are that important. You can convert your items here in the cube. You can convert your materials, but you can't convert into DBs. So that's why they are the most important piece of the puzzle when it comes to this stuff. So we've gone over set pieces. You can get your set pieces, and that's what I did with my monk. I had a few copies of set pieces, and I had some set pieces that I had gotten while playing with viewers and things like that. And then I, made copies of them, spent some blood shards, and got some other copies, and then converted them in here, and finally got my 6-piece, as you can see on my monk right now, on my alt character. You can see that I have these right here. The helmet is ancient, but I found that. You can't get the ancient from here. But let's go ahead and talk about the next thing, which is really important. That's upgrade rare items. So this one here is a little more costly for DBs, and it's 25 DBs there, and then you got the rest of the materials, and it requires a rare level 70 item. Now this rare level 70 item can be a crafted rare level 70 item, which is something I prefer to do because I don't really care too much about my other materials. Or you could spend some blood shards on Kadala trying to get that item, and then if you don't get it, you're going to get a couple rares of that item most likely, and of that type of item, and then what you do is you use that, and you can save you a little bit of materials doing that. But I wouldn't really fill up your stash full of rare fish weapons or something like that. It's not that important to really hoard all those items. You can literally just craft them, and the materials aren't that bad. But this tactic right here is something that's not only crucial for the beginning of the season for gearing up quickly, but also crucial at near the end of the season or midway through the season to really min-max your gear, because you can get ancients from this, and you can do any piece of gear you see me wearing right now, you can get through this right here. You can amulets, rings, armor, weapons, whatever the case may be. So my tip for you guys would be to only really use this in the beginning when you're first gearing up for weapons. You want to spend your blood shards and you want to convert set items and things like that. On the set items, you want to convert those. Blood shards spend on your belt and your bracers, and then as far as the rest of it goes, the rings and amulets, I mean, if you really want to, you mainly just want to play with some other people. Maybe they get a copy of a focus that you don't need. Now both of these right here I did find on my Crusader, and you can see that this one actually has dex on it that was been re-rolled, and because it had strength before. So you could even find these type of items that are crucial for your builds on other characters, so that way you save them for later on, and then you have them for when you're ready to do whatever character it is that you're going to do. With that said, let me go ahead and give you a little demonstration on how this works so you can see it, and then just show you a little bit here. So I spent for myself, just what I did is I used these recipes here. I used the upgrade rare item for my weapons, and that's about it. Like I said, the rest of it came from converting set items, from getting blood shards, finding items in other characters, playing with people that got an extra piece of it that didn't need it or something like that. But majority of the weapons that I have found in Diablo 3 as of Season 4 have come from this recipe right here. So good, it's so awesome. I think it's so strong. So let's take a look at some of those weapons that I got. I got the Fist of Az, which is very important for the Juliana's monk, and this one is ancient. Yes, I know. I found it on stream, and there were a lot of salty ninjas in stream, that's for sure. But it was the second Fist of Az that I got. The first one I also got from upgrading rare items. Now, it doesn't really matter for an item like this. For instance, you mainly mainly, like I said, you want to just try to get the items in general. You want to just get the set pieces, get the weapons, get the crucial items. That's the most important thing. And then worry about getting the right stats and getting ancient and everything like that later on down the line while you're perfecting your gear and all that. But I did get this on the second try, and you know, the second Fist of Az that I got was this one. Now, the first Lion's Claw that I got was this one, so yes, I got very lucky as far as this stuff goes. There's no skill whatsoever or anything like that to getting an ancient one and getting it quickly. You literally just throw it in and you're gambling, and if you get lucky, you'll get it quickly. If not, you'll get it after quite a few tries, but you know, it's not as bad as Kadala. You know, if you're spending blood shards like Kadala for weapons, it's going to take you a hell of a lot longer with her to get those weapons than it would to use the cubes. So that's why it's very, very important. So let's go ahead and show you a little demonstration on how this works here. So like I said, you could use Kadala, you could use your leftover weapons from Kadala or whatever the case may be for your materials. In this case, I'm going to use materials just to show you a little for instance. So you can actually craft when you're level 70 and you're leveled it up all the way to 12. You can actually craft anything you want to here. You can craft this stuff here. You can go to rings and amulets. You can craft them over here. You can see level 70 just has to be level 70 ringed. So you can craft this stuff right here. It just costs you the gems. So let's go ahead and show you guys a for instance. So even though I don't particularly need weapons that bad, I'm just going to show you a for instance on what you can do. So you go into your fist weapons, make sure you go to level 70, that's very crucial, and I'm going to just take 2 of these here just for the example, and we'll see what we get. So we got 2 of them. Now we just head over to the cube, throw them in, put the materials with them. It's always good to have your materials in your bags, that way you can do this stuff on the fly quicker instead of having to run to your stash and come back. And there we go, we're going to hit transmute, and we got a Logan's Claw. Very common to get that kind of item. Let's go for the next one here. And there we go, and then we got a crystal fist. So you can see that it does work. It upgrades it to the fist item for you, fist weapon for you when you use that rare fist item. And like I said, you can use the stuff for anything to help you guys out. And hopefully this type of stuff does help you guys out as far as getting some gear quickly. So break it down in summary for you guys to really shorten it up. Now, a few ways of getting some items pretty quickly. Play with other people that are the same class. They can help share, and you can loot share and things like that. Save some items that you find on other classes. Spend blood shards that you find on your main class, and you spend it on Kadala. Try to spend blood shards on like your set pieces, your bracers, your belt, things like that. Try to avoid like weapons, amulets, rings for blood shards, and then you know, target farm on the cube with the rest of that stuff, so you can get those set pieces through here, and you can get your weapons through here as well. And even if you just hit level 70, I mean, these are decent weapons right off the bat. I mean, they're legendary and they have decent stats on them. I mean, that right there is already a nice little boost right off the beginning to help you be farming more efficiently, getting more materials so you can do this stuff more often. And then finally, just try to target farm for some DBs while you're getting keystones and everything like that. Do it for about an hour a day. You'd probably, you know, you do it on T10 in a group or something like that. Speed farm it. You probably get maybe somewhere around, you know, 200, 300 of these per hour, depending on how geared your group is and everything like that. But these are just a couple tips for you guys here. I can go a little bit more in depth with this stuff in another video if you'd like. Let me know about that. And I have some guides coming for you for the monk. As you can see, I geared up here and everything like that. And I'm still gearing this character and maxing it out. And then I also have the Crusader, which I have a lot of different builds that I created in the PTR that I feel like are very, very strong, and both my characters are doing really well right now in the season. Having a lot of fun with it, guys. And I'm also streaming over on twitch.tv/Shinobi Live if you want to see some of this stuff happening live and interact with me and all that kind of stuff. And real quick at the end of the video here, guys, did want to update you guys about the about the previous video that I made talking about how, I'm really trying to get my, my life on schedule and everything like that, both my, my physical and my mental stress and everything like that, trying to get it all figured out, and it has been going really great, and I want to thank you guys for the awesome comments and support that you have given me through doing all this stuff, and I look forward to, making more of these videos and streaming often and everything, because I do enjoy doing this stuff, and I enjoy it even more when you guys enjoy it. So that's what I do here, just try to help you guys out, and at the end of the day, if you guys like it and it helps you out, then I feel like I did, my job. So that's it for me, guys, and hit subscribe, like, comment, all that kind of good stuff if you'd like, and I'll see you guys in the next video or on my next live stream. Until then, guys, my name is Shinobi, and thanks for watching.